Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back along to what is actually attempt number 3. But never mind, we'll not go into that. My name is Simulation for the Nation. Hope you're doing very well. And today's video is going to be huge. We've got an awful lot of news to break down for you on Chellington Valley here. So, for quite some time now, the Chellington Valley has been the host map on the Deddy server and will continue to be for some time to come. We used to have Farm 1 and Farm 2 split across the map on the east and west direction, and there'll be a £10 million farm on each side there, and there was a challenge to see who could farm the most, who could kind of bring in the most money there, and what that would look like. However, things have changed. In the last couple of days, we made the decision to change things around a little bit. Some of the members who farm this with me on the Deddy server, their time is not quite as free as it once was there. Several folks are in Harvest, for example. Several people are doing other private things that just don't give them enough time, which meant farming 2 separate large farms wasn't quite so easy. So what we decided to do is we have gone and merged our farms, and now it's not a mega farm anymore, it's a colossal farm. It is huge. Chellington Valley Farms is massive. It spans the entirety of the map. We only own everything apart from 4 fields in the top corner, which will change very shortly. Just haven't got around to buying those yet, and not that money's an issue. But we're going to have a quick rundown in today's video. We're going to go and feed some of the cattle up in Autumnwood. But before we do, we're going to have a rundown of some of the equipment. Now, you'll see immediately there's a bit of a big elephant in the room, and it's red, and it's called a case. That is our brand new 620 horsepower case quad track. We picked that up because we needed something that could pull larger equipment and actually get us through some acreage for cultivation and tillage work. And let me tell you, that can do that very easily indeed. So that's an absolute beast that costs a lot of money. It gets some ground covered, which is the main thing, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Now, we've also got a lot of other tractors. This is most of them. There's still quite a few outside and about at different farms. They're pulling like either brushers or feeder wagons or things like that. But let's have a bit of a rundown of what we got. There's a total of 6 John Deeres ranging from 125 up to 460 horsepower. There's 4 Fence. That number may be changing very shortly. There's a Deutz here, that probably won't be staying for very long. There's a Valtra in the corner there, that might be getting changed soon as well, just waiting to figure that one out. We've got 4 Massies ranging from 45 horsepower up to the 280 horsepower in the corner there as well. There are 6 loaders or wheeled loaders on the farm. We're going to have a look at our biggest one soon, and it's absolutely beastly, I love it. And the longest number of hours on those wheeled loaders is 223, which is pretty cool. That's the Manitou on Chellington here. A lot of work to do on those ones. We've got a lot of animals to take care of, so those guys are really going to be putting some work in these days, and it's going to be great. Really can't wait to see that one. As we move around, we bought another truck as well, so we now have 2 Scanias on the go here, because we have a stock trailer, a low loader, 2 bulker wagons, and a milk tanker coming in soon as well, so that's a lot of work there. We have 3 drills, all of which are 2 12 meters and an 8 meter as well, so the idea being that we have a drill that can fit any of the sizes of tractors that we use, which is good news. Really good to see that one. So we're able to fly along there. This shed here is full of our cultivation equipment. So you've got a 4 meter plow, a couple of 6 meter rippers and single pass tools. We've got a 12 meter set of cultivation discs there, and in the background that keeps moving, but the Vaderstad is in there as well. I need to sort those out because they're dancing around a little bit, unfortunately. But this is Chellington Valley. The self-propelled sprayers in the corner there. We've got 2 John Deere combines now, one of which is going to be upgraded soon. As you can see, come onto the map here, we've got an awful lot of ground that we're going to be working our way through from an arable standpoint. So realistically, that means that we've got a lot of acreage to cover there. And I think 2 combines was the right idea. One of them's a little bit older than the other one, and I think it's going to get traded out. We might be looking at an X9, which, I mean, it's going to be incredible. If we get an X9 there, come on, that's going to be awesome to see. As for all of our equipment there, we have our doubles of a lot of things there. So we've got 2 chrome bake pack balers. We've got 2 chaser bins to go with it. We have got 1 set of mowers at the moment, but that's going to probably change up to 2 just because we're going to have a lot of grass capacity to bring in. We've got about 13 trailers across the map of different sizes. We'll probably, I'm thinking of looking into getting another slurry tanker just so we can cover off. We've got a lot of slurry down at Autumnwood, for example. That's a pretty high number to tackle. Okay, everything's looking good there. We need to go down now and have a look at feeding up down there. So let's take a drive. Like I say, animal-wise, the numbers are incredible. Currently, cows across 3 yards across Chellington Valley, Valley View, and Autumnwood, we are sitting at 1,113. Now, that number may have gone up since I took that note because we are currently calving, so expect that number to rise pretty quickly, actually, and we'll hopefully get towards 1,500 before the season's out. If we do, that'll be epic. It really would be. So 1,500 cows, that's a lot of mouths to feed. Similarly as well for the sheep, we're currently at 1,300 thereabouts. Now when we go in the lambing season, you know, we're expecting numbers to fly. We're gonna have wool everywhere, which is gonna be pretty cool to have to sort out there, but a lot of livestock there. And we've also got pigs on the go, not too many, only about 150, and they are down at Meadow Valley in the southeast corner. But yeah, still a nice little thing to have in there. And it's great as well because we do grow potatoes and have to screen potatoes, so they are a good byproduct when you're sorting out potatoes as pig feed, so we're able to keep them sustained without any real additional cost there. So that is fantastic. We've got 2 separate sorting sites for our potatoes now, which is good to have. One at Whitehall and one at Meadow Valley. Additionally as well, there's also an awful lot of different crops, cereal types left to sell off there. So we got silos are full of all the regular cereal crops. We're only just getting into the golden time to try and sell everything. Silage has got to go as well. We have got tons of straw and various different silage, clover silage, alfalfa silage, grass silage bales. A lot of that to sell up as well. So we've got a real job on our hand for this winter. Winter's usually a quiet month, and to a degree it will be quieter, but it's still going to be busy here, let me tell you. This is our biggest telehandler. Just look at it. I mean, it needs a bit of a touch of paint, but we'll get that one done. It's huge, and I think it's absolutely incredible. There's another silage trailer here. We need to get that shifted. But today, let's start by just making sure these are all looking good. So we need to give this lot a clean out. We also need to get one of those little wheel brushes here, I think, because they are invaluable, and we don't seem to have one. So we need to do that, but what we'll start with is the bits that we can control nice and easily. Go. Okie dokie. So let's get on with that now. I'm still figuring my way around Farm 2, what was formerly Farm 2's area. So there's like, you know, a few muck heaps and places I need to figure out where I'm going to. And okay, I love the sound of this thing. It's gonna be great to get working on the pit there, and we'll probably as well send this one up to our yeah, we can stick it there. We'll probably send this up to the various different sites as well, so we can, like, when we're unloading the BJ or loading the BJ there, it's a bit quicker with a larger machine, obviously, so that one makes sense if we can do that. I believe there's a muck heap in this corner. Yes, there is. Oh, neighbors will love having this here. Will they ever? Okie dokie, fantastic work. So I hope everything is going well with yourself there. If you do see this and you do fancy helping out on the server there, you can well do that. You just need to become a channel member and we can get you on the server nice and quickly. There's always plenty of work to do. Like I say, right now it's all about selling. The spring is going to be really busy for a few reasons there, and I guess this was planning because Farm 1, for example, when we were separate, we planned to get quite a bit of spring cereal crops in. If you can imagine, this was our land here. We had quite a bit there, but there's an awful lot in Farm 2 for various reasons. So we've got a lot of drilling to do in the spring. So hopefully we can tackle that relatively easily. It's going to be fun. So what I'm going to do right now, though, is just go and clean out the animals down here, clean the cattle out, then we'll get the feeder wagon topped up again. I think it needs to get some straw into there first. There's a lot of muck to shift again though as well. That's going to be a task for the day. If we haven't got anything else to cart off. We've currently got 2 bulker wagons, which would be ideal to actually start to sell cereal crops in. But they're full of potatoes. So we're desperately waiting for the price to come true for selling off spuds. They're just not there yet. Okay, that's looking better. We need to get a little, we might look at investing into a little vintage tractor so we can have something else. Just with the tire brush on here. Much easier than having to do it with this. Okay. There's a 6616 here though. This is well, our second biggest Massey. We have two, now obviously we have the Chrome Big X on the Forager, but we also have these two. I find that if there's not many of us available to do silage, those two forage wagons, you can clear some ground with them. It's a really good little approach to take if needs must, so very handy to have. Okay, around we come. I'll kind of kick this back somewhere where not going to be in the way, but I can still fill it up with everything I need to. We actually did come onto this farm as well. We traded out the Keenan and the that might do it. We traded out the Keenan and the old straw chopper here for this Robert because you can use it for both. It's very handy to do so as well. It's a much nicer, much more efficient machine there, I think is probably the best way to say it. But yeah, it's absolutely incredible. Speeds everything up, means you don't have to keep dragging if you, because this feeder wagon here will do here, but also do the sheep up at Old Oak as well. So it's much better than having to go in between them and figure all that mess out there. But very nice indeed. Let's just stick this straight into here, I guess. Okay, so today is the beginning of FarmCon later on as well. So over the course of the next few days, I hope everyone's eagerly going to be watching it, seeing what's coming in. I am going to be doing a recap on Friday or probably coming out on Saturday morning there with an overview of everything that we need to know, rather than doing it on the daily, because there's folks out there, the DJ Go Hams and the like, who will be doing a far more adequate job. So I would just do one big summary video, I think, see what's happening. It also means I can get out on the bike and still get around and enjoy myself without having to think about making a daily video for that. So that will increase a little bit. We need to get some straw in there as well, but we'll do the food first. So we need to get a little bit of everything into here. Let's see how we get on there. So we need some grass silage, we need some maize silage, and we need a little bit of straw. Let's get these bays tied up here, shall we? Okay, that's a bit better with the rest of this over here. So yeah, we currently have I think it's like 5 or 6 wheel loaders or telehandlers combined. We've got this wheel loader. There are 2 JCB 420s, TM 420s. So that's 3. There are 2 Man 2s. They have the longest hours on them there. One's 220 and one's a shade over 200 there. And then there's a Massey as well. So trying to figure out just how many of those we need, if we can downsize maybe 1 or 2, but it's an interesting challenge, that's for sure. That is for sure. They are all a lot of uses across the board there with them. Okay. We'll take that grass there as well. Why would you leave that a little bit? Okay. Look at the size of that bucket as well. It's just huge. Absolute monster. Alright then. So yeah, like I say, this is kind of what the farm's looking like as that's filling up there. We'll just have another quick look over it. As you can see, a lot of work just to be getting on with here. A lot of things that have yet to be really drilled. A lot of things that have been drilled with cover crops. This land down here had a bit of an issue with proceeds, so we'll have to get that re-drilled at some stage and get that all taken care of, which is not a problem there. We can get that done. But yes, we'll have to, everything is going to be all geared up, ready to go for the spring, which will be here before you know it from a price standpoint. Have a look at our silos at the moment there. This is just the silos for farm 1, but we've still got quite a lot of tonnage to get rid of, to get through. Which is going to be good. It's, you know, a lot of money in the bank there. We'll be in a great place. If we have a look on here, what's next to go? It's not going to be wheat or barley. It's all tomorrow. Like I say, the best thing that we're eagerly awaiting for is the price, the best price of premium potatoes, because they just need to get out of here so I can free up all the bulker wagons and get going. But yeah, like I said, it's a lot of money coming in there. We'll keep an eye on that one and get it functioning and moving along as quickly as possible. Let's have a look at what you're doing here. Are you nearly ready? We'll get some few bits and pieces in here and we're good. But for now, what we'll do is just keep cracking on, really. Get this ready to go, and then we'll get on to some a few errands to do around the farm here. Some spraying we need to do, get some weeds sprayed off, and a little bit of carton of bales and things around. So this has been the announcement, or the reveal, really, of the it's not even a mega farm, it's just huge, of the merging of two mega farms. The 20 million pound farm is here. It's gonna be a lot of work. If you want to get involved, you know what to do. Hit that join button and let me know, and we'll see what we can work out. Until next time, though, I have been Simulation for the Nation. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have done, hit that thumbs up button. If you've yet to do so, subscribe, join the family, and we'll see you all in the next one.